Hi there, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the FDU Softball Report here exclusively on FDUnites.com. Jon Lauder along with the head coach of the FDU softball program, Candi Letts. Coach, how are you?
Good, Jonathan. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, and you guys are too. A 4-0 record this past week. We'll start first with the NEC game you had over the past weekend. Mount St. Mary's 2-3-0 wins. Great pitching from Lauren Stavro, Meg Reiner. Just give me some thoughts on both of those games.
Yeah, Meg and Lauren threw two brilliant games. They kept us in the ball games long enough for us to manufacture some runs, and we did that. Just a really good defensive game. Not a ton of offense, but we did enough to win the ball games.
Now, both Lauren and Megan struggled at times early in the season, really coming on now when it matters. How impressed have you been with both of them being able to kind of put those early struggles behind and pitch well when it really counts?
Well, we set up our schedule to be tougher in non-conference just so that we would get to the point of being in conference and picking up some momentum, being more confident from those early games, and that's what they've done. They've really worked themselves into being confident now that they know where they are in the middle of the season.
Now, against St. Peter's, you had a great pitching performance and then tremendous offense, too. Another great performance from Reiner with 14 strikeouts in the one game. You also score a ton of runs in both games. Just some thoughts, those two against the Peahens.
You know, actually, we were a little rusty going in, but at the same time, we did some really good things. Lauren would say she didn't have her best game the first game, but allowed us to come back from being a tie ball game and putting up 7 runs in the tiebreaker. And then the second game, you know, of course, Maddie Lerma gave us enough offense, and we did some good things there, but Megan threw a really good game to allow us to get the second win of the day.
And it seems like as the season has gone on, the lineup has stretched out even more so that almost everybody really is a dangerous hitter. How much does that help you to know that, you know, basically 1 through 9 in your batting order, you've got players that can come through?
No, that's huge because every game somebody else different steps up. We know Maddie Weiland's had a very consistent season the way she's been putting the ball in play, but other people now are starting to get on their stride a lot more consistently, so that helps us do a lot more things to give us an opportunity to win ball games.
They've got 5 games left in the regular season. You've got the 4 NEC games coming up and then Monmouth next week on the 28th, but you guys are 7-5 in conference. How do you feel about the team right now going to these last 4 conference games?
You know, I think the kids feel pretty confident. The young ladies feel confident, and we know what's at stake, but at the same time, there's no panic. There's confidence, but they know they have to work hard to get these next 4 in the conference, and then to finish off with Monmouth, we have to play steady ball. We're not high or low. We just play consistent, and that gives us a great opportunity to win.
Now, looking specifically at the NEC opponents, you start with Robert Morris on Saturday, 10-0 in conference. What makes them so tough?
Well, right now they're getting great pitching from Nicole Sleeth, and she's been dominant. She leads the conference in strikeouts. You know, she makes you beat yourself. So she's obviously very stalwart on the mound, and they're hitting the ball well. They're an experienced ball team. They've been there before, so they want to get back. Last year they had a down year, so they're a little hungry to get back, and they're playing really well. But they also have 6 tough games left, and so we're their first test when they come over this way. But they're going to be a strong opponent, and we just have to play our game, and whatever happens, happens.
Then you got Sacred Heart on Sunday. What do you expect to see from the Pioneers?
Very good pitching. And they're playing decent defense. Their pitching is keeping them in ball games, and that's an opponent that could sneak up on us, and we don't want that to happen. So we just have to play. And if we do the things that we're capable of doing, then we just need to worry about ourselves, and the outcome will hopefully be in our favor. All
right, Coach, thanks so much, and good luck this weekend.
Thanks, Jonathan.
So please come out to FDU Softball Field, a huge weekend with plenty of conference ramifications. Talked about Robert Morris that Saturday. All these games will be in NEC front row, but come out and support the team as well. 1-3 on Saturday here at FDU Softball Field, then Sacred Heart 12-2 on Sunday, and then they will play on the road against Monmouth next week as well. And always go to FDUnites.com, newly redesigned as of this morning, so go check it out. Stats, schedules, and everything else that you need to know on your FDU softball team.